I'm Herm. Welcome to Crowding the Play. I'm here with my man Robbie, Frankie on the camera. So we're gonna just jump right in right here to the bold predictions. And so these are our projected standings. It's just spring training right now. So AL East, we got Boston at 96 and 66, defending World Series champions. Now we got the Yankees over the Rays, which a lot of people disagree with, at 92 and 70.
A lot of people also disagree. There's always those hardcore Yankee fans out there. They'll say, hey, dude, we're going to have 99, whatever.
Stupid New Yorkers.
Shut up, Jack.
Then you got Tampa Bay, 91-71, just below the Yankees. Struggling Orioles, trying to rebuild, getting a little better, 87-75. And then just Toronto, not doing very good, 76 and 86.
They go their own team every single year. And they're not even showing any farm system growth. I mean,
No.
The major league level stinks. And farm systems, where are there? Like Bogarts and Machado's coming up. You don't see any of that.
Exactly. So then, AL Central, you got Detroit at 94 and 68. Cleveland at 93 and 69. Kansas City, I believe, can be a 90-win team. I just think that with
the way they're building.
Building.
Carlos Perez.
Exactly. They've just been doing so much better in the past couple of years than they were since like 2005. Just not doing good. So I have them at 90 and 72. And then you got the Twins. Just never been very good.
Let's move on to the West here, Jack.
Sorry. MVP right there, Joe Mauer. Just gotta say that. He's gonna carry that team.
For the Twins.
Yeah, for the Twins. Just saying that. And then the White Sox, don't even want to go there. And in the West, this is just a toss-up division between mostly these three teams. Maybe Seattle might get in the mix with Robinson Cano. And then Houston, last year they were like 51, 111.
The records right there.
Horrible. They're just kind of gone. From there, Seattle might get up in this mix, but generally these three. And then, so on to the NL. You got Atlanta at the top, like usual. Am I boring you, Robbie?
No, I'm actually... Continue.
Okay, so then in the East, you got Atlanta, always winning that division. You got the Nationals, who will be... I don't think they can get 90 wins, but if they keep Strasburg healthy the whole year, they could get up to 90. But I think Strasburg will be ramshackled by injury. So they can be a 91 team if Strasburg stays healthy. The Mets with Curtis Granderson will be a lot better than they were last year. Have Matt Harvey on the mound, David Wright at third. Then you got Philly. They just got A.J. Burnett. I don't think he can help them too much, but I think he can help them a little bit more.
Best starting pitcher towards the end of the year. One of them.
Arguably. And then Miami. No, Miami's my favorite team besides the Sox, but they can't win. Right here you got Jose Fernandez. Just amazing pitcher. Amazing. You got Giancarlo, Adeiny Echeverria.
Exactly, Jack.
Those three just carrying the team. And then move over to the Central. This is probably one of the most competitive leagues in the majors. Pittsburgh, St. Louis, and Cincinnati all made the playoffs last year. I have Pittsburgh atop, St. Louis next, and then Cincinnati.
When did Cincinnati make it to the
163rd game? And they made it to the first round, lost.
Yep.
To Pittsburgh, but and then you got the Brew Crew right below there. Not gonna get into there. Got Ryan Braun back, 80 and 82. Yeah, that's generous too. And then you got the Cubs. Don't even want to go there. And then the West,
pretty easily deciphered division. We got great teams over there. Some great teams.
You got the Dodgers, who are solid, going to win this division the next couple of years. You got the Diamondbacks, who are pretty good. Mark Trumbo and Bronson Arroyo, off-season additions. San Francisco, sub 85.
Breaking news, Jack. I'm sorry to interrupt you, buddy. All right. Recently released that David Wright believes the New York Mets will win 90 games. I mean,
90?
what do we got here?
Right here we got 80.
All right. David Wright backs GM Sandy Alderson. There's reports that he believes the team can and will win 90 games.
90?
So David Wright commented on that, telling reporters and our special press man, I love the fact that our general manager has confidence in us. A lot of times with struggling teams, people know, well, the general manager may say, we're trying to rebuild. The Mets, he's saying we're winning. Kind of like Ben Cherington. People thought he was bogus. Like, people didn't even believe him. Look at him now, World Series champion. Another recently released, Carl Crawford. He has a strain in his shoulder, so the Dodgers will be taking that extra careful, as you're never sure what you're going to get with him. You're going to get the guy that leads the league in triples every single year, or not. And then the last two comments I have, Barry Bonds. Steroids.
What's up?
Was that you, Frankie?
No,
that wasn't me.
Continue.
All right. He is smiling, and guess what? He just accepted a job and will be in uniform for the morning game, which happened today. Yes, he has received a job for the Giants organization, and he is noticeably slimmer.
What's the job?
Skinnier. It hasn't been released yet, so we'll look into that.
Okay, so just...
But wait.
Oh,
Steroids, right? Slimmer. I mean, you saw him. He stole 25 bases one year. The next year he stole 3 and became bleh. He looked like an Ellsbury back in the day, and then towards the
That looks like Pablo Sandoval.
And Rangers manager Ron Washington states he will not have Russell Wilson bat coming up because he's a Super Bowl champion and he wants to take it extra careful and doesn't want to ruin his career. Is there a possibility for a two-sport Bo Jackson athlete?
All right, just to finish off the NL West, you got the Dodgers going to win this division 9 times out of 10. Diamondbacks with Arroyo and Trumbo. Arroyo's injured right now. Then you got San Francisco, sub-85, Colorado. San Diego at 500. Just disappointing. And that'll just about round it off for the bold predictions.
All right, and we'll be right back for you.
What a good one, Herm. Anyways, we're here. Start with me and Herm's facts. So, that sounded weird, didn't it? All right. So now I'm gonna start with arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. We're gonna go with Russell Wilson.
What the hell?
Wilson. Does he equal Jackson? Bo Jackson. Forgot the end. I mean, from what I hear, Ron Washington thinks that the guy's a dang good baseball player. But the Super Bowl winning quarterback. So Ron Washington did say he would postpone some of his at-bats, kind of take it easy. Because he doesn't want anything to happen to his solid career. His baseball's still a toss-up for him. Anything you want to add to that?
Just writing down that Washington is gonna decide whether he's playing or not. Washington is just the deciding.
Ron?
Yeah. He's just the deciding person.
Great manager, in my opinion.
Oh, perfect.
One of the best. So I wanted to ask some of our viewers, tweet us, comment on some of our Instagram pictures at MLB_facts.
Yeah, I'll put it up here.
4. Jack, you want to write that up on the board? It'll be in the top right corner for the whole episode. But Jack, can you write it big so we can see it, please?
Yes, sir.
We got a Twitter account now, which we just made, and we have an Instagram. So just comment, tweet us, do whatever you can. And I'm going to ask our viewers, we love the game of baseball. The people that love the game of baseball, we need help to spread the word because that's what we love to do. So if you want to give us a shout out, we'd highly appreciate it. But now back to baseball. With the Red Sox having Henry Owens, Xander Bogaerts, Jackie Bradley Jr., Will Middlebrooks, I mean, right there, those are 4 major league caliber starters. They weren't on the Red Sox. So, do the Red Sox, Jack, can I get some more of that, please? Did the Red Sox have the best farm system in the league?
You know,
I think the Orioles are great.
I think the Orioles are great too. You know, also the Cubs are pretty good too. They've got a good farm
Now,
system.
we can't forget about the AL East pitching dominant team with the Rays. I mean, they've had a couple of rookie of the years. The problem with them is being able to retain the stars. Because they suck at money. They have no money. Did you just take my drink?
No, that one's yours.
Okay. Because they suck at money. They have no money. So, I mean, are you trying to, like, you have the great teams, you have the great players. Now, you lose again. You lose the great players. Anything you want to add to that one here?
Just nothing I want to really add. I think you pretty much summed it up. But
Any topics you'd like to discuss?
there's just this story I was reading last night. Couldn't believe it. Now, you got Brian Wilson. All right? The beard. He's got a beard. Better than Naps. That's a big statement. And he is a great closer. Long-time Giant. Playing for the Dodgers now. He's developing a knuckleball.
As a reliever?
As a reliever / closer. A knuckleball. Now, I don't think, if I'm correct, anything like that's been done.
For, like, reliever, I mean, think about how uncommon that is. Every now and then you get a good starter that comes up.
With a knuckleball, like
R.A. Dickey.
R.A. Dickey, Stephen Wright. We had Tim Wakefield.
You know.
R.A. Dickey right now is our only knuckleballer. Only knuckleballer.
Tim Wakefield
is
actually
Prime
closed
pitch.
his speech. He said, R.A. Dickey,
I'm passing on the torch.
it's your turn to carry the torch. But R.A. Dickey's up in his 30s now. I mean,
Yeah.
who's going to get that? Is it going to be Brian Wilson? Because you could see him around for a good couple more years. So, I wonder.
I like this a lot. Herm approved.
Herm approved. Carp approved. And how about you, Chubbs? Anything you want to say?
Is this Francis approved?
I approve.
Oh, God. Hell off.
Hell off.
Hold on. Now I have a question. Do you
Oh,
going back
Jesus.
to the quarterbacks? Do you think that any other quarterbacks will come up to the MLB?
Colin Kaepernick? I mean, well,
no.
you'll always see 2 sport athletes. Always. They'll be around. I mean, Colin Kaepernick, he got drafted. Tom Brady got drafted by the Montreal Expos as a catcher. So there's always those guys. The question is, will you ever see a Bo Jackson again?
See, you got a lot of players. Some play NFL. Like, you have primarily it's baseball and football. And so they get drafted by one team or
Also,
the
that
other.
player that used to play for the Bruins and the Celtics at the same time. I forget his name, but I'd bring it up next show.
Oh, yep. And so they'll usually just have to choose. They'll just have to choose either baseball or football. And see, Tom Brady, he chose football. Colin Kaepernick chose football.
Greatest quarterback of all time.
Russell Wilson chose football, but yeah, well, it seems that Robbie has left me. But you have people like Bo Jackson who decide that they can do it both.
All right, Herm. Thank you very much.